we get some positive outlook in the future. But for now, that one has me feeling a bit despair. Either way, Thorns, next video will probably be pretty freaking pog. So look out for that one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Nothing you do will be remembered.
Hi everyone, it's Rax. Finally getting my Huntress leveling build guide out for you, and this build completely fries everything. If you've been struggling on your Huntress, you're going to be quite happy with this build. This is the final boss of the campaign, so Doryani Act 6. And I was able to go through cruel difficulty only dying 3 times. All 3 times that I died were an instant one-shot by a boss. The Viper one-shotted me twice, and Blackjaw one-shotted me once. That's it. No deaths on trash, cleared all zones, cleared all bosses, and I did it with 100% offense. This build has actually already been nerfed. Well, I should say a bug was corrected, and honestly, rightfully so. By grinding your games, there was a game-breaking bug that they fixed very early, so a lot of people were worried that this build would die. Nope, it still absolutely crushes everything. So just showing you the final boss can't even move, totally frozen, and he's dead. So if you'd like to make this build, if you're on your Huntress and suffering, I'm going to teach you right now. Another thing about it is this is an Amazon, but you could also play this as a ritualist and just take different ascendancy points. It's fine. You don't have to play Amazon. So that's what a lot of people were worried. If I went ritualist, can I still do this? Yes, you can. Now, normally I explain things in this planner, but I think it will be significantly better if I explain it to you in game. All right, so what are we trying to do here? So the first thing to understand is Twister does all of our damage, not Whirling Slash. Whirling Slash is only here to buff Twister. Everything here is only to buff Twister. That's why my Whirling Slash is only level 6. I actually wish it was lower. This is why my Frostbolt is the lowest level possible, level 3, because the only thing that does damage is Twister. That's the first thing to understand. So let me explain the buffs that are not on my bar first. Then I'll explain what's on my bar. Then I'll explain to you the combo, and then you're going to absolutely hate it and want to shut off the video. But then I'm going to show it to you, and it's going to seem a lot easier. At least that's what I'm hoping. So let's talk about the things that aren't on our bar. You can, the most important thing is Combat Frenzy. When you gain a Frenzy charge when you freeze an enemy. We're going to be freezing everything easily. That's going to give us Frenzy charges. Frenzy charges on their own don't do anything. But when we consume them with Barrage, you can see the second to last, the last line there, consumes your Frenzy charges to use additional repeats. It's just going to give us more tornadoes. So Combat Frenzy is on. When we freeze, we get Frenzy charges. We gobble them with Barrage to throw more tornadoes. It's almost the exact same concept. If you played my Ice Strike Monk last time, a lot of you guys love that build. It's the same concept as activating Charge Staff. We activate Barrage instead. Last time we activated Charge Staff to buff Ice Strike. This time we activate Barrage to buff Twister. Same idea. And then you have a companion. And the companion is just there to help you out. So in the notes of the planner, I have a bunch of things that a bunch of buffs that he could have that could help you, like giving you haste, for example, or he himself dropping frozen or chilled ground, burning ground, stuff like that, or maybe he gives you invulnerability aura, physical damage aura, anything like that. You're just looking for any elite that you're fighting, and then you'll cast Tame Beast on it, kill him, and then you get him as a beast. Just look at his mods, and you're just looking for something beneficial like haste, or just look at the list inside of the inside of the guide. So here I've got my little friend. He drops Burning Ground. Honestly, he sucks. I want a new one. I'm going to tame some other beasts, but whatever. Here he is. Okay. Now we can talk about the actual skills, now that we understand what's going on not on our bar. So, if we look at Twister, which does all the damage, one of the most important things to understand is in the middle there, it says consumes whirlwinds to create an additional Twister and deal 80% more damage per whirlwind stage. Pay attention to the word more. More is multiplicative. So we get 3 80% multiplicative stacks for the whirlwind stages. That's insane. And we throw more Twisters. Then the barrage throws more Twisters. Then the barrage consumes the frenzy charge and throws even more Twisters. So we need to build the whirlwind to stage 3 and throw the Twister. Read the next line. Elemental Twisters gain 50% of the damage as the same of the corresponding damage type. So what that means is some